just fired the Blazer up. Sorry, I haven't made a video about this thing in a minute. But just right now I'm going to check it, making sure the tires at least have some air in them. I peeled off the trim right there. I got to peel off the rest of it. We're going to clean it today. And I'm going to probably take off the fender flares. Unless there's rust, then I'm going to put them back. Well, I'll probably just get new ones. Yeah. I finally got to clean this thing, see what I'm working with. See if there is any body rust or if it's just surface rust. But yeah, let's get it removed here and get it clean finally. Update. I take this off, take these off. I'm going to be replacing these, and I'll show you why right here. I didn't know that, if a guy would have checked. Well, they were going to come off anyway. But these come like in it, so I got to see how to take these out. I'm assuming I got to go in there and take them out. But I got a good dent right here that I'll have to fix. Again, not really rusting. Sorry, you guys couldn't see that. Not really rusting, just needs to be clean. And I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with this thing. I gotta cut them out. Also still gotta clean it. But yeah, just first steps, I guess. So I'm actually finally getting a chance to get under the rig, and a couple things. One, the trans is new, so that's good. Two, I haven't really checked to see if it's the original motor. I will say, for being 94, 04, 14, 30 years old, 31 years old. He said the motor was a replacement, and I kind of believe that, just because, it's not terrible. It's not really rusty. Somebody scraped this sucker bad. But the front end definitely needs to get replaced. These are the lower A-arm bushings, and they are, to say they're there would be a little bit of an exaggeration, to be honest with you. All the tie rod ends are that one's not bad. This side was bad. This, the CV axle, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, CV axle, I guess. This one's decent. One over here, junk. But, I wanted to come and look at this because I realized that the factory fender flares have bolts on them, and I'm really just not looking forward to having to do all that work. So I'm avoiding it by getting rust in my eye. And honestly, I'm just kind of getting a ballpark of what I'm going to need, and that would be everything. It's kind of just like the S10. I need all new suspension. It's going to get all new suspension. It's going to get brand new wheels and tires, motor. Trans is already new. Check that off the list. Is it good for a 450 to 500 horsepower 383? Probably not. But it's going to last long enough. The starter looks like it weighs 1,000 pounds. Frame is really good. Nice thing about that. And I did take the fender flares off. No rust, which is good. It's just there's bolts that I need to somehow cut out, and I'm going to have to do a lot of body work on this, and I'm really not looking forward to that. Or at least I just got to get it smooth enough where I can put a wrap on it. Yeah. And anyway, that's what we got. This thing is beyond shot. And yeah, that's all I really have for you guys. I'll keep you posted, and we'll keep on trucking. Now, don't get discouraged. There's one thing I learned from this thing, is that you're gonna have a lot of stuff. It gets discouraging really quick, especially at the beginning. Because now I'm looking at it. At first you're looking at it thinking of all the possibilities, going, oh, this is gonna be awesome. Then you actually look at it and you go, oh no, it's junk. And you go, oh, this is going to cost more. This is going to take way more time, blah, 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 blah. The only way to do this, I found, from that, when I was in the best mood, was you just start working on stuff, and you're going to knock one thing out at a time, and that means I'm going to get started on body work. And if you guys have watched me long enough, there's going to be a lot of, yeah, it's good enough. So it's going to be fine. and we're gonna get started on it. I'm gonna keep ripping off. I might leave the fronts the way they are now that I know that these are bolts, and I'll have to take the front fenders off. Yeah, is what it is. I gotta clean it. I gotta strip it. That's what we're doing right now. We are in the stripping procedure. You remember that comment I just made about, like, hey, might as well just get started. I started sanding. I don't have a random orbital. I gotta get one tomorrow. I also need sandpaper for the random orbital, because I have like a dual action polish here, but I don't think that would probably do what I want. I could be wrong. Either way, these 60 grit sanding blocks are actually going pretty well. At least getting the first layer knocked down. I'm gonna have to go over it again for sure, and then we're gonna primer it, and then I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the roof, I'm gonna hit it with a single stage black, whether that be like the Turbo Can aerosol or something from Spectral Paints. I gotta figure that out still, but you're not gonna see the top. So the only thing I gotta make sure looks somewhat decent is the brow line right at the front. Other than that, yeah. So I'm just sanding away. I got on the roof. I started doing the hood too. Just was like, you know what? Screw it. I got to get this ready. So, yeah.